Welcome to the Blend Talk. Ladies, addressing your mind, body, and spirit. Your spirit. All in an effort to make you whole. Coming together to heal your soul. Welcome to the Blend Talk. Ladies, addressing your mind, body, and spirit. Your spirit. All in an effort to make you whole. Make it whole. Coming together to heal your soul. It's time for the Blend Talk. It's time for the Blend Talk. It's time for the Blend Talk.
I'm extremely excited that the world will be introduced and presented these four women who are experts in their respective fields. And this is the time for the voice of African American women to come to the forefront. So I am extremely excited about the four women doctors that comprise our panel.
It's a cast of all black female doctors. How do you guys feel about that?
That is awesome. Great role models for our little girls and for our young men. To see people of color doing things and to being able to represent things of God and things of positivity. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. And I think it's wonderful. And I think it's just a great way for little girls to say, you know what, in the future, I can do the exact same thing. So I'm excited.
How do you feel about that, like an all-black cast of female doctors?
First of all, I think it's necessary. As black women, we don't have, we have a lot of shows that are talking about health, but we don't have anybody focusing on us. You know what I mean? We need to focus on us. We need to talk about our issues, the things that are happening in our bodies, the things that are going on in our minds, and the things that we need to know to make sure that everything is going right within us.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Sometimes we're not focusing, and we're all out here working hard, and we're trying to, we out here rocking. Black girls are rocking, but
Yes.
but at the same time, we get down and depressed, and we need
Hold
to
everything in.
learn. Yeah, right, exactly. Especially because we're known for rocking, and we're
And
out
being
here
so
killing
strong.
it, and we're known for being so strong, and we are so strong.
We are.
But we also need to focus on our mental health. We need to focus on our physical health. I have a friend. Who's she was 33 years old when she found out she had stage 4 colon cancer.
Oh, wow.
And that's because it's something that is not being talked about for young black women. It's not being discussed. It's actually a major issue, but even in the healthcare system, they don't give you colonoscopies at that age.
No.
It's just not covered. So that's the kind of stuff that needs to be discussed, and that's the kind of stuff this show is going to talk about. It's going to be saving lives out here, because it's going to
Yes.
tell somebody about something that they didn't realize, so that they can get a check and live.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, I'm really excited. Lavonda, who created the show, is a friend of mine.
Yeah,
and
she's my mentor and friend. I love her.
Isn't she a
Yeah,
sweetheart?
she's awesome.
This show is so important.
And I love that women are talking about mind, body, and spirit.
We all bring it. We bring different perspectives. That's what makes the show really interesting. I agree. Blending all of those things together. Yes.
And there's certain things that are inherent with the black culture that we're going to be able to speak to.
Talking about things relevant to us that help us to be better, to grow, and to at least start the dialogue about sometimes uncomfortable conversations.
I just believe that if we focus on our body, our mind, and spirit, that is where the true healing comes from. This is about women empowering women.
You're talking about doctors who are educated, strong women that, have strong opinions but can back it up.
It's time for the Blend Talk. It's time for the Blend Talk.
I think that our audience particularly is very underserved. And there are so many of us out there that are hungering, really yearning for information, for inspiration, for motivation in our careers, with our spiritual life, with our emotional life, with our body, our physical selves. And the show does exactly that. You know, we serve the mind, the body, the spirit, and we want everybody to be fed by the show. So we just think that it's really important that we reach as large an audience as we possibly can, because we know that there are women out there who will just soak this up and just love it. And we see it as a sister circle.
Yes,
Like
it is.
Right now, it's our sister circle, and we want everybody to join in.
What do you want the viewers to get out of watching you guys on watching The Blend?
You know, I'm hoping that they get not only educated, but they're able to find some peace within themselves and more understanding of themselves. You know, what I preach all the time is, you know, our internal world or our external world is a reflection of what's going on inside. So I really want to teach people to understand that connection so that they can make the mind shifts necessary to really be able to build a life that they want and enjoy it.
What do you want people to get out of seeing The Blend?
I want people to get that not only are they able to be empowered, they're able to display their power in ways that people don't these days, and that is from their inner strength as opposed to their outer beauty.
It's all about healing body, mind, and spirit. Women empowering women, women supporting women. We're talking relationship health. We're talking physical health. We're talking mental health. We're talking financial health. It's going to be good.
You know, when we see examples of greatness and it looks like us, it's just so encouraging. It's also informing. It's also breaking down stereotypes of what they think we are like and how we communicate and how educated or not we are. So I think this panel of educated Black women is going to really make impact and really make a difference. And so anytime it's us being the best of us, I'm always on board for that.
It's time for the blend.
If you have a dream, pursue it. Don't believe it's going to come to you. You go after it. Make it happen by the grace of God. That's the wisdom that I would have.
Take care of yourself. It is all about self-care. Enjoy life. Live life to the fullest.
First of all, Blenders, enjoy this show. Tell your friends about it because it's something that we all need to watch. It's something that we all need to see because we need to be able to love on one another. We need to be able to take care of one another. And we need to be able to share the information with one another that is going to help us and save us and encourage us.
Keep your feet on the ground and your head in the skies and keep looking towards heaven and do your best and everything will fall into place. Work hard. Success is where opportunity meets preparation.
Follow that dream. Be persistent. Make your dream big enough to encompass everybody in the world. Make your dream into goals and then tasks. And follow your mission until your dream comes true and everybody feels it.
I think that everyone's goal should be to imagine your possibilities so that you can create those possibilities and soar to your highest potential. And I really think that that's what life ought to be about.
Please look in the mirror and understand you're beautiful just the way you are.
I would say love who you are. And make sure you do the work to find out who you are, not defined by what people say or see or what society or culture is saying. Who are you in the inside? Ask yourself the question, who am I and why am I?
It's time for the blend. It's time for the blend.
The Blend had Hollywood abuzz with excitement as the newest show featuring 4 upbeat ladies of color talking about things that pertain to their minds, bodies, and souls. The official launch party and screening at Harmony Gold was excitement personified.
I'm super excited to be here for the blend. Anytime you have educated, beautiful women talking about our issues and what's important to us, I always want to be a part. That's my kind of stuff, you know. I think as we raise the level of our conversation and our intellect and intelligence, we share that with others, so we all grow, so we all become our absolute best.
It's always important to support new projects, positive projects, kingdom projects.
Absolutely.
Erica has been a wonderful influence and a force in this business for years. And anything she's got going, we're here. So my wife she just said Erica. I was like, okay, let's go.
It was so important for me to come out tonight for two reasons. One, I'm a friend of the creator. LaVonda did a wonderful job with this show. Two, this show itself is so important. Women need a platform that is talking specifically about them and to them. We don't know all the ways, the things that are going on in our own bodies and our minds. And so the importance of this show is that you have a group of women, black women, talking about the issues that we go through.
I am super excited to be here tonight. I was just sharing with the other ladies how exciting it is for people to be able to see a platform where we're focusing on the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. So I'm excited to be in the room, in the house tonight, and support these beautiful women and make it happen.
For women wrestling with unresolved issues, some dating back to childhood, the blend promises to be a dandy just for you.
This show is going to be groundbreaking because it's speaking to the whole woman. It's speaking to us mind, body, and spirit. It's going to speak specifically to the issues that black women deal with, our aspirations, our pain, our desires, our wisdom, our history, and the unique things of being a black woman, the struggles that we have, the stresses that we have, as well as the successes that we have.
I'm a clinical psychologist and I'm specializing particularly in media psychology. So from me, you'll be hearing a lot about the impacts of social media and traditional media on our mental health.
You can expect women empowering women. You can expect seeing the support, the education that we're really thirsty for. We're focusing on financial health. We're focusing on mental health. We're focusing on physical health.
I'm looking forward to just being able to share all of the experience that I've had throughout my life as an entrepreneur, as an executive in banking and other industries, and now being a doctor. I just want to weave all of that experience together to help other people.
Now, growing up, I believe women want four things: flat abs. Yes. Great legs. Absolutely. Head turning glutes, right? Yes. And Michelle Obama's arms. There you go.
The audience was given a sneak preview of some future episodes, including one featuring fitness.
Yes. The next exercise to develop our shoulders. Side raises. Straight out to the side and up. 5. Good.
If you don't have your health, just think about it. Your quality of life is determined by how healthy you are. So it's important for you to take care of your health. And health actually starts from your mind. If your mind isn't right, emotionally you begin to go into a spin, and then your eating becomes out of control. But remember, what you put in your mouth determines how you live.
LaVonda P. Rouse is the show's executive producer and creator, and after overcoming some health issues of her own with the help of a black female doctor, she knows exactly what's needed for the healing to begin.
This particular show will deal with issues that are germane to African American women, but we're not going to deal with them in a way that people normally deal with them, where it's just basically you talk about them and you move on. We're going to talk about the source of what might be causing your hypertension, the source of what might be causing your glucose, because at the end of the day, we've got to realize that we are spiritual beings. We have a living soul, and we live in this body.
It's the culmination of a dream. Our executive producer, LaVonda P. Rouse, has had this dream to serve the underserved black female community and all women of color around the world. And it started with the Lady Doctors, and now it has culminated at this moment in us being able to launch the blend.
You know, when I saw that there were these gorgeous women that were putting on this talk show, and I saw the sizzle, I was so impressed, because it's so important to have female empowerment, to have positive role models in our lives, and I just thought it was really beautiful.
I love it when women do talk shows, because women need to talk to each other about the stuff that concerns us, and I love that the blend is about the body, the mind, and the spirit, because as women we need to acknowledge that we are whole people.
Whether famous or not, people go through things, including dark moments of depression. Some of tonight's guests reminds us that nobody's exempt.
I found throughout the trajectory of my career, sometimes we have to present one thing because we got to get the job done, but behind the scenes we're going through so many struggles, especially with depression. Musicians, we're so sensitive because that's how we make good music. So we have ups and downs, you know, behind the scenes, and sometimes it's hard to come out of those. Even the music itself can depress you because if your career isn't going well, it makes you feel like, why even try to move forward? So in the entertainment community, there's a lot of silent depression going on. So I'm glad that I was able to be here to see what they were going to do for our community, because we need it probably more than anyone else.
Definitely everyone in the world has experienced heartbreak and experiencing being scarred, but you know, we all mask it with our smiles and with, you know, with material things, but it's good to share that we all have been hurt before and that we can never get rid of our scars, but we can also heal.
I think it's a stigma that if you should not, I think they have professionals that allow you to have counseling and all that. There's nothing wrong with that, and I think people should take more advantage of that. Even being a Christian doesn't mean you can't seek professional help.
Being a mental illness, I think part of the problem is that people just simply don't understand. I don't think it's that they don't understand mental illness. I think they just don't understand what to do with mental illness.
I've had a lot of dark times, actually. I was in an abusive relationship. I have a lot of alcoholism in my family. I have a lot of no's more than yeses in my career, but I stay positive by writing in a gratitude journal.
For me, the issue of empowerment and women's empowerment in particular is very important. My view is the more women are empowered, the better we are as a society.
Can we give it up for the ladies of the
The evening ended with celebrity publicist Phyllis Cadell hosting a panel discussion as the ladies were able to share even more excitement with the audience. The Blend airs Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live at The Blend Talk Show. In Hollywood, I'm Eric J. Chambers reporting.